I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. The first major winter storm of the season turned into a big headache for those having to drive in conditions made hazardous by the mix of snow, freezing rain, and plain rain. Accidents like this one were the result of the wintry driving. Here, a car had spun out at Route 17 exit 122 in Goshen, needed to be winched out. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Now, throughout the Catskills and Hudson Valley, today was cleanup day as we were faced with the job of clearing wet snow from our cars, driveways, and sidewalks. Most of the region got a few inches of snow, with higher amounts falling in parts of Ulster and Sullivan counties. But once freezing rain and rain got mixed in, the combination made getting rid of the snow a struggle. In Middletown, Larry Worth decided to tackle the heavy stuff with a shovel and not a snowblower.
Well, it's good exercise, I can tell you that.
You mentioned about the snowblower. Talk to me about that.
Well, I've got one at home, and that's where it sits because this stuff is just too heavy. I could have used it last night when the snow was like powder, but right now it's like slush.
You get the snow and the rain and the ice. It's not a lot of fun.
No, not at all. No, I like snow I can blow.
Across the street, it was slow going for Jeff Alford and his snowblower, but he was determined to keep going and push through.
Struggling pretty good. I mean, it's pretty heavy. It's packed down pretty good, so kind of struggling just trying to get it pushed around.
Works great when the snow's light, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of where I kind of wish I had a plow.
Driving conditions improved as the day wore on, but when temperatures drop tonight, black ice could be a concern in spots where the wet pavement freezes, so take it slow. We'll get a break tomorrow. Details coming up in the local forecast. The stormy weather prompted a decision to suspend the search for two men who disappeared after their canoe capsized in the Hudson River in the Hyde Park area last Friday. Search and rescue crews were assessing the conditions today to determine when to resume the search for the two Dutchess County men. 31-year-old Barrett Raymond of Hyde Park and 26-year-old Balin Coddington of Millbrook were reported missing by a companion who was also in the canoe but was able to make it to shore. Authorities in Pike County, Pennsylvania say Frank Bianco met a 13-year-old Delaware Township girl online and arranged to take her to the Best Western Inn in Westfall Township. That's where police say the 38-year-old Monroe County man sexually assaulted the girl. The Pike County investigation arose out of an incident back in September when Bianco was arrested for attempting to meet a 15-year-old girl in Monroe County for a sexual encounter. The 15-year-old turned out to be an undercover detective. That investigation connected Bianco to the 13-year-old girl. Police were then able to interview the victim and file sexual assault charges. There will be an increased police presence at the schools in the Rondout Valley District next week, following word that a threatening letter had been sent to the Marbletown Elementary School last Friday. District officials did not disclose the contents of the letter that state police are now analyzing, saying only that the threats were vague and anonymous. Rondout Valley Superintendent Rosario Agnestero is asking parents to talk to their children and let them know police will be at their school when classes resume. And neither snow nor freezing rain keeps these couriers from their appointed rounds, but it can sure slow postal workers down, especially when you haven't shoveled your sidewalk. Weather like this is not kind to those who need to get to your house or to the mailboxes to deliver your mail, especially when sidewalks remain snow and ice covered. So you can help them get the mail through this winter by keeping your sidewalk clear. And if you have a curbside mailbox, shovel it out 10 feet on either side. And post office officials say if your porch is snowy and icy, your mail may not get delivered, so keep things cleared off. That way your mailman can get the job done safely and won't have to walk in the street. Weather conditions are improving as we head into the weekend. Friday will be partly cloudy with temperatures not expected to go any higher than the low 30s. Saturday may begin with some sunshine, but there is the chance of a little light snow or rain late in the day. The high Saturday will again top out in the 30 to 35 degree range. Make Record Online your source for the latest news and weather information, and get a complete look at all that is happening by picking up the Times-Herald Record tomorrow morning. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.